Or is this full-time MMA now?
I love full-time MMA right now.
Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full-time
MMA.
With Tyron Woodley versus Darren Till officially being booked to headline UFC 228, and Colby Covington likely being stripped of that interim title he just won about 6 weeks ago, Kamaru Usman is eyeing a fight with Colby Covington, a guy that he's really been looking to fight for a while now. But as the case is with Kamaru Usman a lot of the times, his opponent's ducking his motherfucking taco. And with that being said, you know, it was a good reasoning for Colby. Hey, I'm trying to fight for the title. I'm trying to fight up. He got that interim strap. So, okay, you're the interim champion. You got other plans. So he kind of got away from the Usman fight with that. And, you know, I mean, I'm not even going to take it to Darren Till, you know what I'm saying? Darren Till wants to fight Usman. He's just kind of being protected by the UFC a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Darren Till's like, I'll fight anybody. And the UFC's like, we got plans for you, brother. But, so who is Kamaru Usman going to fight? That's really a legit question to ask. I mean, he's one of the most ducked fighters in the UFC welterweight history. And that's coming from a report by Ariel Helwani. He said he spoke to someone from the UFC, and they said that Kamaru Usman is one of the most avoided guys that they've ever had to find matches for. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, there's something to that though. Kamaru Usman, a very dominant wrestler, you know, some people label him as boring, but he can also knock your ass out or slam you around with that wrestling. But you know how that goes. So with that being said, now is a great time for Kamaru Usman to take on Colby Covington, because now Colby doesn't have the title. That's not really an excuse to not fight him anymore. And these guys have talked a lot of trash about each other. I mean, this is actually a fight that's been building up for a while. They just kind of were on different paths. Kamaru Usman's trying to get to the title. Colby Covington was a little closer to the title, so, you know, he wasn't really trying to fight down and whatnot. But now they're actually about even playing field, because Colby Covington was injured. And that's a situation, man, you kind of feel for Colby, but you kind of don't. You know, I don't recall hearing about him being super injured coming out of that Rafael dos Anjos fight. I mean, I've heard a little bit about what's going on now, and I believe Colby Covington got surgery on his nose like yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what was going on with that. Did Rafael dos Anjos break his nose? Did it get cracked in sparring? I'm not sure. But it seems like Colby Covington underwent a nose surgery, which is keeping him out of the fight. And so with that being said, when he heals up from that nose surgery, now that he's not healthy enough to fight Tyron Woodley, and what a fucking shame that is. I was super ready for Ty Quill versus Nerd Bash. You know what I'm saying? And that's no disrespect to Tyron. It's just, this was going to be a fun fight. It was going to be sold. Colby Covington was going to be talking a lot of trash, and Tyron Woodley never wanted to beat anybody as bad as he wanted to beat Colby Covington in his life. So this was just going to make for that much better of a fight, because not only do I want to see who's the better fighter out of these guys, with Colby Covington and Tyron Woodley, that would have been a great matchup. We haven't seen Tyron Woodley have to face anyone like Colby Covington in a little while. Maybe since his Rory McDonald loss. You know, he's been fighting karate guys, jiu-jitsu guys. But when's the last time Tyron Woodley really went against one of the best wrestlers in the division? You know what I'm saying? Before that, Robbie Lawler, when he knocked him out to win the title. You know, so there's a lot of different styles up there in that welterweight division. But in his last 4 fights, Tyron ain't really had to fight someone like Colby. That's why I believe Colby had a chance in this fight. Maybe more of a chance than people were giving it. This was going to be a great fight, not just for that reason, but also because it's deeper than rap. These guys are former teammates. They don't fucking like each other. So I was really hyped for that Woodley-Covington fight, and the way it kind of got taken away because the UFC just needed a pay-per-view, that's unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, though, now Colby's not a champion, and like I said earlier, who's Kamaru going to fight? He just beat Damian Maia and moved into the top 5. You got Darren Till taking on Woodley. Now Colby kind of needs an opponent, unless he's just going to be waiting for a title shot, even though he's not the interim champion, which I have a feeling he might do. I could see Colby Covington. I didn't even deserve to be stripped. I'm not fighting Kamaru Usman. I want my title shot back. I could see him playing that, ducking his taco. I mean, if you're the best welterweight in the world, how about you beat Kamaru and get that title back? But I don't think he's going to go that route, so it is what it is. So if it's not Colby, not Till, and not Woodley, who's Kamaru going to fight? Another guy ranked under him? I believe the only guy ranked above him other than those 3 guys might be Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. And I haven't heard much about Wonderboy versus Kamaru. That's actually a fight I don't think either one of them have called for that I've heard of. I haven't heard much about that being talked about at all. And Wonderboy actually, I believe, called out Robbie Lawler not too long ago, or potentially even a Till rematch some people might want to see. But if Kamaru Usman's trying to fight up in the rankings, there's not many people to fight aside from Colby Covington. It'd be a great fight. So, hey, I'm down. I like the call out. This is what Ariel had wanting tweeted. He said, with Colby Covington getting passed up, Kamaru Usman wants to fight Covington next. According to Usman's manager, Ali Abdelaziz, that's the fight they're pushing for it now. We feel for Colby, Abdelaziz said, but he's the guy we need to fight. He's the true #1 contender. So, if Kamaru Usman can beat the true #1 contender, that gets him that much closer to the title shot. Naya! So with that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think about a potential Colby Covington versus Kamaru Usman matchup with Woodley-Till on the horizon.
Da 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 da! It's the motherfucking DOG.